Good morning, natural gas. It's Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In today's natural gas prices are soaring. We're up because it's a combined session because we had the MLK holiday yesterday, but the combined session is up to 388. Oh, excuse me, 387.7, up 77.4 cents, or almost 25%. And as you can see here from the daily chart, we've got the 13 and 48 exponential moving averages. We've blown past both of those. And now we have to start using the Fibonacci retracements for the whole move that started in early December and ended just this last week. And that's 50% retracement comes in at 401.40. And above that, the 618 retracement, 425.20. Why is it getting so strong? We'll talk about the colder weather, which got even colder. And let's take a look at the dailies. We can't use the pivots in this kind of move because it's blown past all of our resistance levels. So just take the daily chart with the 13 and 48 period exponential moving averages and drop it down to the hourly chart. And as you can see, this was the covering right here on Friday. That noon forecast came out. We got some short covering, and then we've got that crossover on the RSI, and then we got the crossover with the gap up on the session for the 13 and 48 exponential moving averages. So this is hugging the 13 period exponential moving average, which comes in today at 376.40. So use that as your stop if this thing starts to weaken out, which I don't think it will. And here's why. The 10-day forecast for Midland, Texas. This is a big problem. Look what's happening on Friday. We start out at 43 degrees as a high. We get down to 17 degrees. But what's the issue? Rain, which turns into ice. And then 2 straight days below 32 degrees. What's the issue? Ice is going to form on wind turbines out in West Texas, on solar facilities out in West Texas, and we're going to lose natural gas production from freeze-offs. So think Winter Storm Uri. Is it going to be as bad? I hope not. Let's take a look at the front to back spreads. This is the Jan versus the April injection spread. And as you can see, with this big move up, we're down over 10.45% or 17.3 cents down to 148.20. Our first support level, 139.30. And then we've got our recent low all the way back here on December the 8th at 113.20. And this will continue. So watch out. These front to back spreads are going to collapse in because of this very, very cold weather. And let's take a look at Europe. Well, the TTF, which was down over 5%, is down less than 1% at this stage. We're currently trading at 36.58 euros per megawatt hour. Why? Because they're also cold. And here's the forecast. Take a look at what's going on. It was supposed to be just January the 25th, but now it's all the way through the 27th with some blistering cold temperatures. And here's that cold temperature out here in the Permian. That's really going to cause some problems. Wind chill factors down near 0. And look what else is going on. We've got cold temperatures from -3 in Chicago down to single digits in New York 2 and Atlanta 12. But let's take a look at what happens on the 27th. This is colder for Atlanta than it is in Chicago on wind chill map. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. It actually is colder than New York as well. I don't know if this is even possible, but it's going to stay really, really cold for at least 2 straight days, maybe, well, actually 3 days, 25th to 27th, which means that Celsius Energy is expecting a draw for that week of 344 BCF. That's the second largest storage withdrawal ever recorded. So we've got some strong pulls on natural gas storage coming up. Let's take a look at the snow on the ice cover. As you can see, we've got more snow across the Appalachians and back into New England and, of course, the upper Midwest. And let's take a look at that snow and, the ice cover across the Great Lakes, now 17.4%. Lake Erie, which is a very shallow lake, is starting to freeze up pretty well. Let's turn to Europe. Well, right now we got some very cold temperatures in Eastern Europe at this time. It was looking like it was going to warm up. That's why the TTF marker came down. But look what's happening at the end of the period, all the way into February the 4th. Very, very cold temperatures in Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, and of course, Czech Republic, as well as Germany is getting cold there as just freezing. But let's take a look at storage for the EU. We are officially below 50%. This is a 2-day lag, and France is below Germany again at 41.8%. We're losing about 1% per day. So this is kind of tough because in the United States, we're sitting around 75% full, Europe below 50% full. How about Asia? Well, Beijing seems to just kind of skate across this cold, cold Siberian air, but that cooler temperatures are now moving down into the eastern provinces, getting the Koreas and Japan. And as we can see going all the way out, it just seems like it just hovers around that cold Arctic air in the Beijing capital city area. Remember, when it's winter, Beijing takes all of the Russian and Turkmenistan pipeline gas, which means down here in the south, in Guangdong province, they've got to pull more LNG to meet their own needs because they're not getting any pipeline gas. And let's take a look at the stocks, which have really bounced higher here, as you can see, because of the big move in natural gas. All of our stocks in natural gas, the CRK, CNX, BKV, are all positive. The oil stocks are mixed here, with Murphy taking a little bit of a breather. So again, recapping on the combined session, we're currently trading for the spot February contract, 385.30, up 75 cents or 24.15%. So our next target, 401.40 here. Use the daily with the Fibonacci's because we've got nothing else. All right, so let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.